Hello everyone and welcome to the Haynes Motor Museum. As you can see, we are joined here by quite a few friends of ours. You see, we've done quite a lot on the channel over the last few years, haven't we really? We've done museum walk arounds, we've done car reviews, but we've never really, pushed our limits. That's probably the best way of describing this. So what we're going to be doing is something maybe a little bit different. You see, there's a lot of people out there on YouTube who'll go off and do a cheap car challenge. And I think this time, that's what we're going to be doing as well. So, we've organised ourselves into teams. We've got Matt and Kaz here. They're going to be representing the green team. Louise and Joe, they're going to be blue team. And Genevieve and I, we are orange team. It's all looking very exciting, this.
Yes. This challenge is going to be the 4,000s challenge. Not 4,000, just 1,000 4 times. So, we will be travelling in cars that we have bought for £1,000 or less, that are 1,000cc or less, for 1,000 miles from Southampton up through Wales to Scotland and back down to, I think, Cirencester is our final destination. The other 1,000 involved in that is the fact that today is the 14th of January at time of filming, and we will be setting off for the challenge on the morning of the 24th of February. Now, of course, you won't be seeing these videos until much after that, so the weather will look probably and hopefully a little bit different, and we will have recovered ourselves. We will know whether the cars have successfully made it the 1,000 miles, and we will be very, very eager to share these wonderfully edited and fantastically filmed videos with you. We're also really excited to obviously get to know the teams a little bit better. There'll be some little different bits and pieces involved that will hopefully make for a very exciting weekend, and we will be able to do some really good things.
Right then, it has now been 4 weeks since we all met up at Haynes Motor Museum and officially set this challenge into motion. But as we've already established, we've got 3 days to drive 1,000 miles, which really doesn't leave us a lot of time as teams to kind of see and comment on each other's cars before we have to basically drive a lot of miles in a single day, each and every day for 3 days. So basically what we've done is we've kept in contact via social medias, obviously without managing to tell each other exactly what cars we bought for this challenge, and we agreed that a pre-journey meetup would actually be a really good idea. So we're here today at the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers Museum in Wiltshire to do just that. This is our Challenger, Orange Team's Challenger, mine and Genevieve's car for the journey. A 2003 facelifted Seat Arosa S. .999cc, and it's pretty much mechanically perfect. There's not really anything wrong with it at all. I have complete confidence in this car to do 1,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Of course, being a non-base S model, it does have a few luxuries. It's got electric windows and a heater that is actually capable of cooking a roast dinner. I am not joking with that. It's absolutely brilliant. But I will say about the car is, whilst I know pretty much everything about this car and I think it's fantastic and I couldn't be happier with it, I generally at this point don't know what the other teams have brought along for this challenge, so all we've got to do now is just sit and wait for them to arrive. Our Seat, chosen for its frugal but reliable Volkswagen engine, it has 3 new tyres, which is encouraging at this time of year, and it also has a long MOT until November. It has not required any preparation to get it ready for the 1,000 miles. It has been a popular addition to the fuel power fleet, with it being Genevieve's transport when her 500 had cooling problems, and the Seat has affectionately been named Joey after its number plate.
So Matt and Kaz are well on their way. They're the first ones to turn up, obviously, other than us. They shouldn't be too far away now, and we get to see what they've bought. We've got wild guesses for Matt and Kaz because they have a wealth of connections.
I guess the Metro.
Here they are.
Is it them? I hope it's them.
It's them.
It's them! Daihatsu Sirion.
We have got a 2008 Daihatsu Sirion. It's, as you can see, a 5-door. It's probably met the criteria that we wanted well, because we just wanted something that was a little bit bigger if possible. So comfort on a long run, that sort of thing. Getting a bit older now, just want that. So it was this the Yaris or a Polo really that was going to fit the bill for us. So this one jumped out very early on. We jumped on the advert after just 34 minutes and were able to secure the car there and then. So it worked out perfectly for us. And we're hoping there's a potential resale profit in it as well. We got it for £900. So we're pretty hopeful, looking at the current market, that we should be able to sell it for a chunk more than that as well once we've finished the event. It's quite nice actually. It's smooth and quiet on the motorway. It uses the Toyota 1KR FE engine, 3-cylinder, 68 horsepower. Seems to get along okay. The only thing it had was a noisy water pump, so I swapped that straight away. £28 for the water pump, so easy job. And other than that, it's been reliable. We've actually done over 400 miles in it already, testing it out. So all good at the moment. Yeah, 6 cup holders, really important for our criteria for holding snacks and drinks.
Green Team's well-specced Daihatsu Sirion, chosen for its practicality and air conditioning for quickly defrosting their windscreen. It has a 3-cylinder Toyota engine with endless reliability and power that is massively respectable in a 1-litre naturally aspirated engine. As well as space, the interior offers seats with retirement home levels of comfort, perfect for an afternoon kip.
Kaz has done a few miles in it as well, so we're both used to driving it now. So preparation's going well.
At that moment, Matt was interrupted by the arrival of Louise and Joe in their car. A smart 4.2.
So we bought a 2001 smart car Pulse for its ridiculousness mostly.
On paper it's the best option.
It's a whopping 600cc with 6 gears. It's not got an automatic gearbox, which is crunchy.
Heated seats.
Heated seats. Yeah, got a luxury in there.
That's about it really.
That's about it, yeah.
There's not much to it.
There's not an awful lot to it.
It's functional.
It is functional.
It seats 2 people.
Seats 2 people, yeah. It's actually quite roomy inside,
Yeah,
considering. Doesn't like hills
Or changing gear.
or changing gear.
It's going anywhere.
It's a little bit smelly at times. Other than that, it's great.
Low mileage? 80, isn't it?
86,000 miles.
86,000.
Which is not too bad.
Wow.
Got it from a guy in Oxford. He bought it for his daughter's first car. You can imagine she weren't pleased.
She didn't want it.
No, she wanted a Polo. But yeah.
Should have had our Rosa.
Yeah, exactly. Any car would be better than that for a first car.
And finally, Blue Team's Smart 4.2 is very compact but has a well thought out interior with plenty of storage options. It has heated seats for long journeys in cold weather. It's the only car of the 3 with a sub 900cc engine, but makes up for lack of capacity with a turbo, and, arguably, it is the least sensible choice you can make for a 1,000 mile road trip, but it does have an automatic gearbox which should allow for a more relaxing drive. You've heard a bit about our cars, and here they are, all together for the first and last time before we embark on our 1,000 mile tour around Great Britain. But how much did each car cost? Well, our Seat was the most expensive of the 3 at £950, but crucially, it is ready to go as is. Green Team's Daihatsu cost them £900, but it did require a small amount of bodywork repairs thanks to a front-end collision under previous ownership and that new water pump that Matt mentioned. Blue Team's Smart 4.2 was also £900 and required a little bit of mechanical work to prevent an oil leak. We are all very pleased with our purchases, but cars aside for one moment, there is something else we need to mention. Whilst this challenge was initially set up as a bit of a fun idea between friends, we are doing this for a good cause as well. We're using this trip to raise awareness for Crohn's and Colitis UK, which is why I'm wearing one of their t-shirts. They're a charity focused on the 2 main forms of inflammatory bowel disease. Both are lifelong conditions, which honestly sound very scary, but they are treatable conditions. And whilst both can be massively life-changing with bad body days and what feels like endless hospital appointments, Crohn's and Colitis UK are an instrumental charity in helping those diagnosed with the conditions come to terms with their condition. I myself have Crohn's disease. I have done since December 2016, and to be honest, it's really not an easy thing to talk about online or anywhere, or to even really explain to those who have never heard of the condition before. Without going into the worst of the details, it's a massive physical challenge, and generally it is exhausting. Whilst I produce a lot of content out and about in the world on this channel, each feature that I make takes considerable thought and planning to make those features happen, and those are things that many other people wouldn't really think twice about. Such as, where can I stay that's a reasonable distance from the end location due to fatigue? Where are the nearest toilets? How busy are they likely to be? How long is the queue to get into such an event? And so on. On top of that, there's also the mental side of things. The side that you feel like, nope, can't do that. I'm just not physically up to it today. Or just generally, the main thought, it's embarrassing. And you just want to stay at home in the place you're most comfortable, which for me is right here in the garage, which is why I'm filming this part of the video here. If you don't know what Crohn's or colitis is and would like to find out more, then I fully recommend checking out the charity website, to which we have a link in the description. They have been a great help to me, and I want to give something back to them in a way that I know how, and for me that is through cars. Although body-wise, because of Crohn's disease, this 1,000 mile journey is probably the most nerve-wracking and terrifying thing I'm likely going to be doing anytime soon. We have set up a Just Giving page to Crohn's and Colitis UK. If you wish to donate, the link to that is in the description, and all donations would be gratefully received. As of this video going live, we're setting off tomorrow, Friday the 24th of February at 10 AM from Asda in Eastleigh. And the best way to keep up to date with where we are on our journey over the next few days is by following the Fuel Power social media pages and the team members' social pages as well, which can all be found in the video description. But if you find yourself out on the routes that we're driving along, give us a wave as we drive past. I can't say exactly where we're going to be going because at the minute I don't know. Things could change at very short notice with the weather at this time of year in the UK, but as I say, follow us on the social medias and you can just keep up to date with where we are. Anyway, I hope you're looking forward to the Fuel Power 1000. I am, although I think it's also terrifying, and yeah, we'll keep you up to date on the socials. Thank you for watching.